Start by measuring your room width and length. If your room is weirdly shaped, then measure the longest possible distance on each side. Remember, you don't have to be exact since you want to account for a little overage for all the cuts and pieces that you will need. Then multiply those two dimensions. For example, if it's 81.5 inches wide by 137 inches long, then that equals to about 11,165.5 square inches.
That's a lot of inches.
Then divide that by 144 square inches in 1 square foot, and you get 77.5 square feet.
It's very little. Square feet.
Then, depending on your design and the layout, add another 10 to 15% by multiplying that by 1.1 or 1.15. So 77.5 times 1.1 gets you about 85.3 square feet. Now, if you're doing a diagonal pattern, then the scrap rate will probably be a lot bigger, so count maybe about 20 to 25% for the scrap. Worst case, you can always return back to the store and buy extra tile. Now, here's how you figure out how much tile you need depending on the tile size. The easiest tile to calculate is a 12 by 12 tile, because 12 by 12 is exactly 144 square inches, which equates to 1 square foot. So for my example, you would need about 85 or 86 pieces of tile. However, let's say you have a 12 by 24 tile. How would you figure then? Whatever your size is, just take it and figure out how many square inches it is. So 12 by 24 equals to 288 square inches. Divide that by 144 and you get 2 square feet per tile. So for 85 square foot area, divide that by 2 and you get 42.5, rounding that up to about 43 pieces. Using the same approach, we can figure out 16 by 16 size tile gets us about 256 square inches in one tile, which equates to 1.778 square feet in one tile, which will require you about 48 pieces. Now let's say you have a small tile like an 8 by 8. This gives you 64 square inches, which is 0.44 square foot per tile. So take 85 square feet and divide that 0.44 and you get 193 pieces that you will need for your project.
I got one more trick left.
If you look carefully at each tile box, it states the amount of square feet that there is in each box. So for bigger areas, you can take the total amount of square feet and divide it by the number that's on the box, and you'll know how many boxes you need to buy. If you have more questions, leave me a comment below.
I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Check out how I laid out my tile in this next video.